everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday where I'm chatting about new makeup releases and talking over if I'm planning to pick them up or pass over them. I do have a lot to chat about this week, but before we get started, I do want to say that next week's Will I Buy It video is going to be a really exciting one because it's going to be an in-person collab with two of my YouTube friends, which has me so excited. Georgia Harris is coming down to Iowa, and also Ashley Clady is coming over to Iowa, and we are going to film a couple of collab videos together. So my video next week will be a little bit different because there will be three of us chatting over new makeup releases. So I am so excited to film that one. The three of us, are also going to be at the Iowa State Fair on Saturday the 18th. We don't have the exact time planned yet, but I know we'll be sharing that on our different social media accounts. But I think we're gonna go more towards like the late afternoon, late morning, early afternoon time frame, I think is what we're shooting for. And we're just gonna be at the Iowa State Fair. I get to take them there and try some of the food and all that fun stuff. But I know I've mentioned it on a couple other platforms, and for those of you that live in the Des Moines area or live in Iowa and you're planning to go to the Iowa State Fair, I know some of you have said that you're gonna find us, so that is gonna be super exciting. So if you guys are around here or you're planning on being at the fair that day, me, Georgia, and Ashley will all be there. So we will give you guys an exact time here shortly, and also kind of like where we'll be. So if anyone is there and you want to come say hi, that would be super cool. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I'll have Georgia and Ashley's YouTube channels linked down below as well. If you don't follow either one of them, I definitely suggest you do. And I'm just really excited. So thought I would give you a little preview for what next week is going to be like. But I do have a lot to chat about today, so let's go ahead and get started. So this was pretty exciting to see that Sephora has some new palettes coming out for fall 2018. I'm reading off Trend Mood One's Instagram, so I will have her Instagram linked in my description box as usual as well. So Sephora came out with their like Sephora collection palettes last year, maybe it was. They got a lot of mixed reviews, and I kept going back and forth, and if I was going to buy them, I ended up not buying them, but they were something that I always had my eye on. So now they're coming out with some new ones. Each one has 28 different shades. I believe they're going to be $65. There's the Editorial 2, the Smoky Jewels, and the New Nudes. So like, once again, I feel like I'm interested in these. I'm like, do I need these? $65 is a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. One of them looks seriously like just like the Born to Run palette, like just like the Born to Run. This one would be the Smoky Jewels, I believe it is. That one looks very much crazy like the Born to Run. The New Nudes looks really pretty. The Editorial one, I'm not sure I would go for because I don't reach for like those style, like those shades as often, but I'm eyeing these. Let's go ahead and say that. I'll probably watch some reviews again, but it just seemed like the last time they came out with them, the reviews were so mixed, and for $65, I was like, I think I'm gonna pull back here. So I don't know, we'll see how the reviews go around this time. I'll definitely be watching for them and watching the review videos and all of that, but I'm just not sure I'm totally sold on them this time around either. But you'll have to let us know if you're excited to see some of the new palettes. Okay, so we finally got like the full look at the new Too Faced collection. There had been a few sneak peeks when I was filming for last week's video, but I was also sick while I was filming last week's video. I had just like not even a 24-hour bug, it was just like a 5-hour bug or something, but I still was kind of feeling under the weather while I was filming, and I just didn't have the energy in me to talk about this big huge collection and to try to piece it all together, because we only had like a few posts here and a little bit of information there, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till we have the full shebang so I can really go over it. So the Tutti Frutti collection from Too Faced, it says an entire new color line infused with sweet and juicy fruit that sparkles and glows. So there's going to be eyeshadow palettes, blush duos, a foundation, a setting spray, glosses, a banana powder, bronzers, highlighting drops, everything. I will go ahead and leave everything down in the description box and all the prices of everything as well. It looks like it's going to be coming August 15th, and this is going to be an Ulta Beauty exclusive. What day is today? Oh, I'm filming on the 13th. Oh, okay, so it's going to be here pretty soon. Okay, so obviously this is a really big collection. I'm not planning on purchasing everything, of course, but I'll let you know what kind of caught my eye here. So the eyeshadow palettes did catch my attention initially, but I'm not sure I'm totally sold on them. I'm feeling a little burnt out on eyeshadow palettes, even though I I keep buying them, even though I keep saying I'm feeling burned out at them. I just purchased the Mini Lila palette. I have the Norvina palette on my eyes today. I'm like, what are you, stop. So I'm not totally sold on those, especially because I feel like looking at them, I'm like, I have those shades, right, Samantha? Like, get it together. $34. They look to be more of like mini palettes as well. So $34, I still think it's kind of on the high side, but okay. Now the blush duos are really catching my attention, and these are $30 each. And I'm like, these caught my attention, and I'm trying to decide, but I really like the Jouer blush duos, and I kind of want to pick up another one of the Jouer ones from Sephora now that they're there, and those are also $30, so I'm like, So I don't know, those kind of caught me initially as well. Now the Fresh Glow foundation I'm interested in, this is $36. It says it's infused with juicy watermelon and fresh cucumber. I'm just excited to see another like glowy foundation versus a matte. I feel like so many brands are coming out with matte full coverage foundations right now, and that's not necessarily like my preference. I go for something with more of a natural or dewy finish. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, I could maybe get down with this. I know the peach foundation had a lot of good reviews as well. I ended up never getting that one myself, so I'm kind of like, should I try this one? So that one I'm interested in. Kind of what has my attention the most is, I would say, the foundation, and then the blush duos, and like then the eyeshadow palettes. But right now I'm leaning towards maybe trying out the foundation. I think that one seems pretty interesting. So you'll have to let us know what you're thinking about the collection, but I'm kind of just excited to see something different from Too Faced. I mentioned this when I like very first touched on this collection, when we were like just getting a little bit of like sneak peeks from it. I'm just excited to see something different than either like chocolate or peach, you know? Like, that makes me a little bit happy. I do wish this collection would have came out like a little bit sooner, because to be launching mid-August, like we're already starting to think fall. Like back to school videos are coming out, like, and so I don't know, I feel like this would have been better more towards like the beginning of the summer, but that's just my humble opinion. We got some new skincare coming out. I got a lot of tags on this. I know a lot of you guys know that I really enjoy Olehenriksen as a brand. So they are coming out with 2 new products. So the first one is a Glow Cycle Retin-Alt Power Serum for $58. So it says it uses a plant-based alternative to retinol to achieve the same glowing results. So that's great. It says instant brightening with pearlescent lilac color. It's supposed to reduce, you know, fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots. It's supposed to have anti-aging products in there, great for a pre-makeup prep step, and can be used day and night. And then they also are coming out with the Goodnight Glow Retin-Alt Sleeping Cream for $55. It seems really similar to the other one, like the benefit-wise. It does also say it retextures and exfoliates the skin, and it's supposed to boost radiance and improve firmness and elasticity, and both products smell like lemonade, according to Tournament One. This is going to be available August 10th at Olehenriksen and Sephora, so it should already be available. I'm curious about these. The sleeping cream kind of reminds me, just reading the benefits from it, reminds me of the Drunk Elephant, the glycolic night serum, which I use most nights. So I don't know, because that one, that's kind of like in my skincare routine right now every night. So it's like, would I need to spend $55 on another product that I wouldn't really want to use these together? I don't see the full list of ingredients here, but probably I wouldn't like mix them together. And then the first one, the Glow Cycle Serum, it's like I'm interested in these and I like the brand. They're higher products. I like what they're saying to me, but I also feel like I just don't know how I can fit them into my skincare routine right now. Like, there's so many products that I love. I feel like my skin's been doing pretty darn well. I just started getting some breakouts around my chin, and I think it's because I was going to bed with a lip balm on, and whenever I do that, no matter what lip balm it is that I'm using, if I use a lip balm before I sleep at night, I feel like my chin and like around my lips break out. Does that happen to anyone else? So I'm kind of dealing with that right now, but prior to me starting to do that, I just felt like my lips were so dry and I needed it. I felt like my skincare was in like a really good place, and I have my products. So to introduce something like this, especially with, I think the first one talked about how it has the AHAs in there. I'm just like, there's only so many skincare products I can use in a day, you know, so like, where would I fit these in at? So I think I'm gonna add them to my loves list, and then, you know, if I start to run out of a certain product and I feel like I would need to replace it, I would give it a shot for sure. But I just don't know if it would be wise for me to go out and spend this money and then kind of like disrupt the good routine that I'm in right now. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It looks cool. I like the looks of it. I like the sounds of it. But it's just kind of like a do I need it right now? So next up, we did get more of a sneak peek of the Lawless Beauty and the next product that they're coming out with. So it's the loose setting powder. It's called Seal the Deal. All I see so far is it says coming soon, but we also have like what the packaging looks like. I kind of touched on this a little bit because I really enjoy Lawless Beauty as a brand. I kind of like what they stand for and all of that, the very like natural ingredients that they use and like better for you ingredients, which I think is great. I really enjoy the liquid lipsticks. The foundation was a miss for me, but I don't think I'm gonna try the setting powder just because I'm not a big setting powder girl and I have plenty in my collection. But I'm really hoping that this means that they're gonna come out with a concealer, because the concealer I would definitely try. If Lawless is coming out with a concealer, I'll be all over that because I love trying concealer. So the setting powder, it's just not a makeup preference of mine that I'm feeling right now. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and pass over that one. Just some makeup news that Charlotte Tilbury is coming into Sephora. Yes. We kind of got a bit of a sneak peek, like maybe this was happening a while back, and I think I touched on it and I was like, please, please, please. I've done the video of like brands I want to see Ulta and Sephora pick up, and I mentioned that I thought Charlotte Tilbury would be great at Sephora. They are sold right now on Beautylish, and I've purchased Charlotte Tilbury items from the Beautylish site, and I really enjoy Beautylish. I would highly recommend ordering from them. Super fast shipping, great customer service, great packaging when you order everything. They have the payment plans and whatnot, but especially, I'm going to chat about it in a little bit here in this video, but Sephora is finally changing up their reward program, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you, Sephora. Like, we've only been waiting for this for how long? So I'm pretty excited to see Charlotte Tilbury coming in. They're going to start becoming available on September 13th, so I'm pretty pumped about that. So next up here, Natasha Denona, I feel like I stumbled over that, is coming out with a new product. So they are going to be releasing some liquid lipsticks. It's supposed to give 100% pure color payoff from the first stroke. It does not dry the lips. It's lightweight, smudge proof, and transfer resistant. It has 19 shades, and they're going to be $25 each, and they'll be available September 14th, which is Natasha Denona's birthday. Well, who knew? Not me. I'm excited to try the formula. I love liquid lipsticks. I love trying new ones. I have the one on from Persona Cosmetics today, and this is the one in a Flamingo. Persona Cosmetics actually sent me all 3 liquid lipsticks, which I had no idea was happening, and I was planning to buy at least 1, if not 2, from my next Ulta order, so big thank you. So I'm trying this one. So far, so good. I just enjoy trying out liquid lipstick formulas. Liquid lipsticks are still like my preferred preference over a bullet lipstick, over a lip gloss. I just love my liquid lipsticks. So whenever a brand's coming out with a new one, I'm like, hey, what you doing? Now $25 is really high. That's the price of the Lawless Beauty lipsticks, and I've always said whenever I talk about those lipsticks, I'm like, love them. I think they're a great formula, but man, that's really expensive. So if I were to try these, I would definitely wait. You know, the VIB sale is starting to come up. I would wait for some sort of discount on them because $25 is just really, really high. Every time I've bought a Lawless Beauty liquid lipstick, it's been through a discount. So I would try it. I would definitely try it. I just want to save a little bit of coin, if you know what I mean. Someone let me know also last week we didn't talk about Colourpop at all. What? I was like, wait, what? How did that happen? We talk about Colourpop every week. How did we not talk about Colourpop? Like, I must have been really sick if I couldn't find no Colourpop releases to talk about. Like, whoa. But don't worry, we're here to talk about Colourpop. So they're coming out with new Super Shock shades to celebrate 6 million. Must be 6 million on Instagram, I'm assuming. And that's insane. So these are already available, and I was getting a bunch of tags on them because one of the shades is called The Six, and if you guys don't know, I'm a published author. I'm currently writing a girlfriend series, and it's called The Six. So Christy released in May. Scarlett is going to release in September. Each book is just focused on another girlfriend in The Six, the group of 6 girlfriends. So I started getting tags, and people are saying like, oh my gosh, that's called The Six, and I was like, do I need? It was just so funny, and I just thought it was so cute that so many people were tagging me on it because I totally missed it. And honestly, if I saw that Colourpop was coming out with Super Shock shadows, I probably wouldn't even have noticed them. I wouldn't have even have looked at the names. And each one has kind of a different like theme around the 6. And now this photo doesn't tell me the names. I thought I screenshotted the photo that had the names on it, but I thought it was one of the gold ones that was called the 6. And I mean, they're like, what, $5 or $6 for these? And I was like, I might buy it to put in like my next book giveaway or something when Scarlet comes out. Like I did with Christy, I did a giveaway for like a box of makeup. I might buy it to like put in the giveaway. Like not necessarily I need it myself, but wouldn't that be cute to do for the next giveaway for the 6? Is to have an eyeshadow called the 6? I think that would be cute. But for the rest of them, I'll be skipping over them. They're just not my favorite formula. I much prefer their pressed eyeshadows versus the Super Shock shadows. But I just thought that was kind of neat. Alrighty, so moving on, BH Cosmetics, which I don't know if I talked about BH last week either. And usually BH Cosmetics, we talk about every single week. But they have a new Take Me Back to Brazil Rio edition. So this should already be available because I'm pretty sure I've seen it in some other Will I Buy It videos. If you guys don't know, I did create the community Will I Buy It playlist. I'll have it linked down below in all these videos as well. And just basically any creator who makes these videos, if you reach out to me and ask if you want to be a part of it, I'll send you over the link to have access to be able to add your videos, and then viewers can just click on the playlist and binge watch. I do it so often and it's so much fun for me, so I'll have that one listed down below, but I know I've seen some people chat about it already. So it says this one has 32 shades in there, but they're all shimmer pressed pigments. So it's going to be $18, which is a great price, and obviously, you know, you get this big old palette, but I'm not into all shimmer palettes. It's just not something that I buy often. I can buy all matte palettes, or I need to have them have a mixture of the matte and shimmers, but I typically don't go for an all shimmer palette myself. So that one I would go ahead and skip over. So Wet n Wild has a new collection coming out. This is called the Fire Dragon versus Ice Dragon. Okay, so it's limited edition and it has bronzers, highlighters, palettes, liquid lipsticks, a bronzer brush, a highlighting brush. All products are sold individually, or you can buy a box. So it says it's available tomorrow on the website. So I don't know how I'm feeling about these Wet n Wild limited edition collections, because I feel like they keep putting out a lot of them where they come out with a really big collection, but it's all limited edition, and then it's like 2 months later they have another really big limited edition collection, and I'm just kind of like, whew, like I don't really know how I'm feeling about it. So I don't know, the bronzers kind of caught my attention and they're only $5, so that's nice. The highlighters, they look super interesting, don't get me wrong, but I've actually not been a huge fan of the Wet n Wild highlights in the past. The eyeshadow palettes are only $3, which is crazy inexpensive, but again, I don't like lose my mind over the Wet n Wild eyeshadows, and like I know that they're affordable, which is awesome, but I guess I don't mind spending more money and getting a palette that I really enjoy, and I enjoy all the shades, and I think that they're a good quality. So I'd probably skip over those two. The liquid lipsticks are metallic, which I don't really go for. The brushes I don't really need. So I think the only thing that really is catching my attention is those bronzers. Those look nice, and for $5, that could be pretty cool. So out of the Wet n Wild collection, that's really the only thing that's kind of like catching my eye. But what do you guys think? Do you like that they keep coming out with these big collections? Or are you kind of like me where it's like another limited edition big old box collection? Okay. Like, I don't know. So Charlotte Tilbury, she has the new Magic Setting Powder and also the new Magic Concealer, which has 16 shades, is full coverage, water resistance for 15-hour wear. They're both going to be available at the end of August. I'm definitely interested in the concealer, but again, the Magic Setting Powder, like I said, I'm just not super into the setting powders right now, but I'm going to be eyeing the concealer, and I hope that it comes to Sephora. I just love trying concealers, and concealers are one of those things where like I wear it every day. Like we did a float trip over the weekend, and I had a concealer and waterproof mascara on, and I was like, good to go. So just love my concealers. Okay. Beauty news, here we go. Things are happening. It's almost sale time. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Okay, so like I said, I had some Sephora news to chat about. So we have the dates of the Sephora VIB sale. Very exciting, very excited. I'm so excited I can't even speak. That's how excited I am. So for VIB Rouge, it's going to start August 24th through September 3rd, and you get 20% off. VIBs will be August 30th through September 3rd with 15% off. Beauty Insiders are August 30th through September 3rd with 10% off. I think it's awesome that Rouge gets to shop the entire time, because I am a VIB Rouge because I have a problem. And my husband, not It's like he knew we were talking about a makeup sale, so he had to just send me a quick text real quick. I was like, no, don't get in my head right now. Don't get in my head. We're talking about sales. But usually we can only shop like part of it, or I think like last time, like we got a shop first, but then we didn't get a shop for a while and other people got a shop and then we got a shop again. And I was like, just let us shop the whole time. Like we spend enough money at your store Sephora. I was like, come on, man. So Rouge gets to shop the entire time, 20% off. Yay, that's awesome. I'm so excited. But also they're now changing up their reward system, which I am so excited about. So some of their, I'll go ahead and put a link to this particular photo on the Trend Mood Instagram page in my description box too if you want to check it out. If you're a Rouge, you get more points for every dollar spent, which I think is great. You also get to choose a birthday gift or 250 points, which I think is awesome because I'm pretty sure for my last birthday I didn't even get the gift because nothing interested me and I just didn't want to be wasteful, so I don't even think I got anything. So now you can choose points as well. You can also do that if you're a VIB too. You still get the free flash day shipping, which I think is great. But also, so I just said this in a video not that long ago about how Sephora rewards, like that I have so many reward points because I only redeem them for typically the $100 items, like the deluxe size samples or whatever, because none of the other tiers ever excite me, or if there is something that is exciting, it's sold out, like it seems like within minutes of it coming available. So I'm like, I always have all these Sephora points because there's nothing to redeem them towards. Okay then, that is changing. So now you can redeem them for a $100 Rouge reward, or you can redeem them for full-size products, like what? Also the trial size products and sets and one-of-a-kind experiences, which that was there before too, but I think this is super exciting. So it says, you know, you can redeem them for the full-size products. Rouge will be able to redeem 2,500 points for a $100 gift card. And I'm like, thank you, Sephora. Thank you for listening to us because we've wanted a change in the reward system for so long. So I am just so excited. So we got the VIB sale dates. We got a change in the reward system. Super exciting. I'm glad that we'll be able to get full-size products instead of tiny little things for spending so much money at Sephora, so I'm pumped for this. I thought this was really interesting that Key Australia is coming out with some new products. So they're coming out with the Blue Light collection, which are clear glasses with the blue light lenses that feature technology to assist with blocking potentially harmful blue light from screens to help prevent headaches, blurry vision, and other symptoms from digital eye strain. I really enjoy Key Australia. I've purchased a couple sunglasses from them in the past. I'm actually really excited to see these because I've been wanting to buy blue light glasses for the longest time. I don't wear glasses or contacts now. I had LASIK surgery about 7 years ago, I think it was, but I am on my computer all of the time. You know, I do social media full time. I'm a published author. I'm a book blogger. I'm constantly on my laptop or on my phone, and there's definitely been times where, especially if I'm pulling like a deadline, which I'm at right now with my 7th book, it's hard for me to pull away from my laptop, and I can tell after being on there for so long, I look away and it's blurry. I get headaches really fast and it sucks, and I feel like I'm doing something harmful to me. So I've been interested in blue light glasses for a while. I've talked to some friends, especially on the internet too, and a lot of people recommend them. So then when I saw that Key was coming out with these, and you know, they're just a little bit more like on the stylish side, and they have, you know, some of those like trendy frames and such. They're either $50 or $60, but I'm kind of thinking about these, or if you guys think that's really dumb to like, I don't know if that seems expensive for blue light glasses though, because I never actually like got around to purchasing them. I was just always like, yeah, I'm gonna purchase them, and then I haven't. So let me know what you guys think, or if you have any, or if there was any that you would recommend, because I think that it's something that I legitimately need. So when I saw I was getting tagged on this, like, oh my gosh, that's something that I feel like I actually need in real life. It's not necessarily like makeup or beauty related, but I think that it's something that could really help me out for sure. Okay, so I just have one last thing to talk about, and that is that Bobbi Brown is coming out with some new lipsticks. So these are the Luxe Lip Matte Lip Colors. So they're a matte lipstick, and they're supposed to have full coverage, comfortable, lightweight feel, 12-hour high impact color. It's going to be 18 shades for $37 and available on September 4th, also at Sephora. So a lot of the line looks to be, like I see a nude, but then like the pink reds is mostly what I'm seeing from this line. And I don't have a lot from Bobbi Brown, and I've said this recently in a past Will I Buy It video too, and I don't know why. Like, it's just, I think maybe it's because it was always kind of like a higher end brand. Like Bobbi Brown's been around for a long time, but when I was getting into makeup, it was always just kind of too pricey for me. $37 for a regular lipstick is pretty darn pricey, and I'm kind of eyeing the Pat McGrath ones, which are $38, which is even more expensive. I'll probably flag both of these for the VIB Rouge sale and see what I'm gonna do from there, because definitely if I'm paying over $30 for a lipstick, I'm buying it on sale. Like I just can't pay full price for that. So I'll probably flag these as well, but I feel like I was more interested in the colors in Pat McGrath. That there was a nude in there that was especially calling my attention, but I still just don't know if I can spend that money on a lipstick, you know? That's hard. Like I've bought the Marc Jacob lipsticks and those are in the $30 range, but I think it's like $30, you know? Like we're not closer to 40, so I don't know about those. But after those Bobbi Brown lipsticks, you can let me know what you think down below. Is that way too much money for a lipstick? You just would not do it, or if you're super interested in these. But after that, that's gonna do it for this week's Will I Buy It video. Alright guys, so that is gonna do it for this week's Will I Buy It video. I hope that you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on some of these new makeup releases. Let me know down below what you are interested in or what you are planning to pass over. I hope that you guys are excited for next week's video. I'm so excited to do another collab with 2 people. This will be a first for me, but I am super pumped for that. My playlist for my Will I Buy It videos will be listed down below, as well as the community playlist if you want to watch other videos similar to this style, so make sure to check that out. But other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.